tuned in to your dose of positivity. I am Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and like I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. I am Marlene of Marlene Motivates. And if it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button. I love the likes. Kindly like, subscribe, and I would love for you to join my channel membership. Hey, Motivators family, how are you doing? Welcome to Marlene Motivates for all things inspiration, positivity, life lessons, and mindset shifting. Welcome here. Let me see who is in the chat. Welcome, everybody. First in, Tracy Anderson. Hi, Tracy. And happy Hump Day Wednesday. Hey, Roxanne, how are you? Hey, Janice. Hey, The Word, welcome. And of course, my members always, you can drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped. Hey, Realist One, how are you? Welcome in, everybody. So good to see everybody. And we're going to talk about this topic, okay? We're going to talk about it because it's very important and it's not talked about enough. Definitely it's not talked about enough. And y'all see my shirt. Merch on my channel is available. And you definitely are worthy, okay? So the topic for today is introduce yourself to self-love. Introduce yourself. And why I say introduce yourself to self-love, because no matter what you've been through, no matter what you're currently going through, everybody needs to work on self-love, because there's things that happen to us in our lives from day to day, and our self-esteem can take a hit. The way that we take care of ourselves can take a hit. Causes life causes everything to shift. So we have to know the direction of our life. And everything starts with love. There's many forms of love that we can have in our life, but one that has a very strong impact is self-love. And a lot of individuals do not have love for themselves, either because they were raised with it or they don't know how to achieve it and attain it. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So, self love is the love that you have for yourself. Why is that important to have love for yourself? Because it impacts all your decisions, it impacts the way you treat others, it impacts your going after what you're seeking to do in your life. It also will help you to go forward with your passion or pull back and not go after the things that you definitely desire. So you can do anything that you want to do, but when your self-esteem isn't right, okay, when you have not, had that sort of impetus to go after the things that you want and the things that you desire, it's very difficult to love yourself when your environment, your circumstances, the people who claim to love you aren't giving you the things that you need in your life. So it's important to make an analysis of your current status with yourself. And I do this every season. How am I loving myself? What am I doing to take care of myself? And self love is more than just like what people say, like self care, because that's a part of self love. But some people think that it's only that. It's more than just the outside, taking care of the way that you treat yourself with your personal care or going to doctor's appointments and things like that. But self care is also on your inside. When you love yourself, you have to also look at your inside. People just look at the outside, the appearance, how you look to other people, and people will look beautiful on the outside, but their inside is dark. Their inside is crying out and saying, hear me, see me, take care of me. And that's why I named this Introduce Yourself to Self Love. The way that you are treating yourself is not the way that you should. And I heard on a podcast something that I'm definitely going to use today. People, if you treated yourself with love, treat yourself like you would a baby. Okay. And I love that analogy because if you treat yourself like a baby, how do you treat a baby? Kindness, consideration. You're very protective. And the same way you should be with yourself. Protect yourself emotionally, protect yourself mentally, protect yourself spiritually from all types of dangers. Don't allow yourself to be downgraded by other people. Don't let other people make assumptions about you and then you believe it. See, the most important thing when it comes to self love is, what do I think and believe about myself? And a lot of people, they go into so much other things. Love is not just about how you're represented to other people. Love is how you represent yourself. How are you taking care of yourself? What do you think about yourself mentally? How do you show up in this world? Do you show up in this world with confidence? Are you assertive? Are you going after the things that you want because you believe that you can do it? Do you believe that you're deserving of it? See, self love is a gift that we must give ourselves. And I see it every day from male and female. They are seeking other people to measure the amount of love that they have. And when they do not give them the love that they need, it makes them feel inferior. When nobody should have that amount of power over you. You have to be your own first friend. And I speak about that all the time. Be your own friend, be your own support system. Don't look to other people to give you what you need to possess for yourself. And I see it all the time. People are looking from that love from their parents, siblings, even a job. They're looking for the validation, like, see me, love me, support me. But what if those people can't give you that? Does that mean you're going to go through your whole life miserable and lacking in love? See, love has to start with you. You have to see that you are deserving of love. You have to believe that you can be loved. It's a gift that you must give yourself, and it starts very simply. The first point, love starts very simply as speaking it over my life. And I want you to speak it over your life. I love myself, okay? And with that love for yourself, it comes with, but what decisions do I make because I love myself? Do I allow myself the support to go after and try new things, go after, and also do I protect myself emotionally and mentally from toxic behaviors and toxic people? See, all of that is love, and that's why it's an introduction to self love every day. It's a new day and new obstacles, new challenges, new things that are going to try to target you. See, and you can become targeted when your mind is weak. See, we have to strengthen our mind power. Strengthen your mind power for anything that you want. You have to know that you're deserving to have anything you want. Anything. It's endless. I know people say that sky is the limit, but to me, that's too limiting. Anything that I want, I can have. And the same thing goes for you. Anything you want, you can have. But you must have love for yourself. You must be your own friend. You must show by your actions, I love myself. And because I love myself, I'm willing to do this, this, and this. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Oh, Janice, welcome to membership. Thank you so much, Janice. And I'm working on a membership song, I promise. But in the meantime, we're going to play the super chat song. So pause, please. Thank you so much, Janice. Appreciate you. Welcome to membership. Make sure you check out the member only videos, the welcome videos, and all of everything that you'll see. Go and check that out. Yes, thank you, Tracy. I'm on a roll. I'm always on a roll. So let's get back into this. We're talking about self love. We hear all the time about people and individuals who don't believe in themselves. We see them every day. We see in the choices that they make, the things that they believe that they deserve. See, if you don't make your own standards for yourself, other people definitely will train you. You know, either you can control or be controlled. You can allow certain things or you can make your own standards. You must. You have to do it for yourself, you know? And I definitely feel sad. I feel sad for a lot of individuals because I see others and they are grasping at straws, like trying to make a bad relationship good. They try to make excuses because they've been together with somebody for so long, because they're whatever it is, they feel that the toxic environment that maybe they saw as a child but it didn't show up. It's just because you saw certain things, it doesn't mean it's healthy. That's why I want to introduce you to self love. Okay. Here we go, everybody. Just because someone says they love themselves, it doesn't mean they do. What are your thoughts that you have about yourself? Do you love yourself? And it's a personal thing, and you have to be honest with yourself. Nobody can't make you love yourself. Nobody. It's something that you have to have and possess for yourself. And it starts with doing little things for yourself, being honest, being accountable, and also knowing your backstory. Knowing your backstory is very important to your self love. And I'll tell you what I mean. If you don't realize all of the times where your back was against the wall, when you were down, when people stepped on you, when people said out of their mouth that you weren't about nothing, that you could never be anything, they didn't know that what you may have fallen down, they may have been able to say things and target you, but they don't know when you're down, you have nowhere to go but up. Absolutely nowhere. You have nowhere to go but up. So don't let what other people say, don't let the way other people treat themselves be a reflection of how you treat yourself. I'll say it again. Don't let how other people treat themselves be a reflection of how you treat yourself. So treat yourself in the best manner possible. Make sure you set some boundaries with other people. That's the second point for having self-love is having boundaries. And it's not to make other people feel bad, but what one person accepts does not mean it's something that you must accept. Okay, just because other people like certain things, it doesn't mean you have to like it. Don't let other people put you in a box. Identify what you want to do and then do it. Make your standards, make your boundaries, and make people respect you. And if they don't, get rid of them, pull back from them. Stop answering their phone calls, their emails, their texts. You don't have to, and you don't have to explain why you're doing what you're doing, okay? Don't explain to nobody. You just keep being fabulous. Be the individual that you were made to be. Hey, Wellness, how are you? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Be who you are meant to be. And it's a lot of people in this world that don't know who they are, that they're lost. They're lost individuals. They don't know the first thing about loving themselves. Now, the introduction to self-love also it it claims and it's an honest on yourself. It's something that you must do, because if you don't, you're always going to feel unhappy. You're always going to feel sad. You're never going to get things accomplished. Have you ever noticed that yourself being in a pit, in a pit of procrastination, being in a pit of you never get anything accomplished? It's because you don't love yourself enough. Okay. And that was a hard pill for me personally to swallow. Why I couldn't finish anything is because I didn't love myself enough. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. If you really love yourself, you're going to follow through. You're going to be accountable. You're going to have realistic expectations about your life. And that means that I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm actually going to do it because I love myself and I know I deserve greatness. See, you deserve greatness. It's a new concept to many to know that you deserve to have great things in your life, and you do. Hey, Papa, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here, and happy Wednesday to you. You deserve greatness. And it doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are. If at any time in your life you make a decision, you get something downloaded on the inside of you, something you want to accomplish and do and be, take the steps, make the steps, but go after it. That's part of self-love, is allowing yourself to win. Okay? Allow yourself to win. I'm going to put that in the chat because I think that that's a profound statement. It's a very important thing to do, to think. It's a very important place to vibrate to. Okay. It's very hard to, you have to let yourself vibrate to that. Allow yourself to win. And it means giving yourself the permission to thrive. I give myself the permission every single day. And it's not easy. Some days you wake up doubting yourself. Sometimes it's fear. Sometimes it's, how am I going to do that without the finances? I'll tell y'all something. If you really want to do something and you really want to be something, it is no matter of excuses. If you want to do something, you're going to find, you're going to research, get your mentor, you're going to do everything you need to do on your end for everything to line up. I believe 100% is it when you follow through and you do the right thing and you're consistent, you have energy and you have passion and excitement towards what you want to do, you're unstoppable. Believe in yourself. Go after it and don't take no for an answer. That's a part of self love. It doesn't matter how many times people tell you no, how many people don't like you, how many challenges you have, what your circumstance is, what your health is. When you make a decision here in your mind, I make a decision to win. I made a decision to be great. I made a decision to follow through. I make a decision to move through my challenges with a success mindset, a positive mindset. So even if it's not positive, your circumstance right now currently, but you're drawing it by your actions, by the way that you speak and you talk to yourself, by who you allow yourself to be around. See, the more that you shift your mindset, everything else will follow. Everything follows your thoughts. So if you are radiating that in the atmosphere, if that's what you're putting out there, that's what you're firing on all cylinders. I want to do it, but in your mind, oh, I'll never do it. All of that energy becomes transmitted out there. It transmits. So you can say all day, I want this, but in your mind, if you're already telling yourself, oh, I'll never do it, I'm too old, this, that, whatever your excuse is, whatever it is that you're doing to self-sabotage yourself, that's what you're going to constantly receive. So part of self-love is allowing yourself to win, allowing yourself to thrive. And what is that self-talk that you're saying to yourself? As a man, as a woman, what am I saying to myself? Am I doing and saying things to make myself proud, to encourage myself? Because the more that when you do something and you accomplish it, you feel good. You feel proud of yourself and you go after and the next thing and the next thing. See, what happens is we have unrealistic expectations about our life. You say you want to do something, but it's beyond what you can do. So, of course, you're going to get discouraged and then you're going to stop. So, start with something small. Start small and accomplish it little by little. And then, next thing, look what happens. Boom, an explosion will happen in your life. You're going to be right where you need to be. Little steps, little steps, little steps until you're exactly where you need to be. It's hard to, do you mean think? It's hard to think when your hubby dies. I'm so sorry, Roxanne, but you have to start with shifting to a positive mindset. It's not something that happens overnight, but it's something that I had to learn. It's a control thing. And for a long time, we allowed our circumstance to control our life. We let our circumstance control our mindset when it should be quite the opposite. We have to let our mindset control our circumstance. See, when you shift upwardly, everything else will start to line up. If you if you believe it in here in your mind and everything, even in your thoughts, even when a negative thought comes to my mind, you have to immediately dismiss that thing. No. Say, we believe in ourselves. I'm going to do it. I can do it. I must do it. I deserve it. I'm willing. I'm capable. I'm trustworthy. I'm honorable. I'm deserving. I can. I will. I'm strong. I'm powerful. When you are firing those things, that's what's coming and radiating out of you, even if your circumstance is challenged at the moment. If your mind and you're following through, not just you're saying things, I want, I want, but you're not doing. See, love has to begin and end with you until you make a decision to love yourself. And because I love myself, I'm willing to do X, Y, and Z. And it's not just something you do, like I love myself and I'll just do this today. No, it's every moment of the day. It's the decisions that you make. It's dismissing negative thoughts. It's not taking phone calls when you're tired. It it's respecting yourself, respecting your own boundaries. Okay? Knowing what you can do. And if you can't do something, say, I don't I can't do that momentarily, but I'm gonna find out how. See, a person who loves themselves don't use as an excuse, I don't know how. I don't know how. That's not good enough. I don't have enough money. Okay, you don't have enough money. Then why not? Get to the bottom of it. See, we get so comfortable in just accepting things and just committed to this is my life. This is what I have to deal with. No, you don't. You made a decision to deal with it. You make a decision to deal with foolishness. You make a decision to be miserable. You make a decision to not have peace. You make a bad decision and blame it on other people when you have to be in the driver's seat of your life. Control or be controlled. You got to control your situation. You got to control your thinking. What do you let yourself think? And if it's not good thinking, shift it out. Every time that negative comes to your mind, I say, no, replace it with something positive immediately. I can't do it. Nope, I can. I can do it. I must do it. It's a matter of time. Everything is working out for my good. I believe in myself. I love myself. I'm worthy. I'm strong. I'm courageous. And I'm still here. So as long as you have time and you're here in your being, in your physical person, you can always make better decisions. You can always pull and draw on the strength of other people, their wins. I'm telling you all, get some good mentors. Find people who are motivated to go after their dreams every day. And not because it's easy, it's because it's hard, because it's tough. Don't let other people stop you from loving yourself because they're not loving themselves, because they're challenged in some type of way. That's exactly what other people will do. They will tell you that you can't do something because they can't do it. No, that's your stuff. You need to own your own stuff. And part of being an adult, my motivators, is owning yourself, being accountable. I'm hesitating, I'm procrastinating, I have a negative attitude. And what am I going to do about it? I'm going to be kind to myself. I'm going to be compassionate. I'm going to say no and mean it. I'm not going to say yes to things that I want to say no to. I'm going to stop being there for people who are using me like a doormat. I'm going to strengthen my mindset. I'm going to be a person who, when I say yes, I'm going to follow through. So that's a part of loving yourself. When I say yes to myself, that comes with a responsibility. When I say yes to myself every single day, it's a responsibility. I'm responsible for my own self. I'm responsible for my own thinking. I'm responsible for the way that I treat myself. I'm responsible for the things that I accept. See, ownership, awareness, accountability, that's all part of love. Real talk. Hey, Nancy, how are you? See, I'll tell you something, Roxanne. You say it's hard to do it by yourself. Yeah, I can understand when you've been used to somebody else helping and supporting you and they're no longer there. I can't imagine that. But what I learned with having the positive mindset, anything that you say When something is hard, it will always be. See, that's shifting your mind. Instead of saying something is hard, just say, I don't know how to do this on my own. But we have to remove all of those negative connotations because it brings in a dark light. It brings in dark energy. So instead of saying it's hard, just say, I don't know how to do this by myself. And then find a way. Little steps. But if you say something is hard, most likely you're not going to do something, because we don't want to do difficult things. We don't want to do hard things. We don't want to do things that are challenging. And maybe it's something that we're not used to doing on our own. But when we finally give the permission to find a way to do it your way, do it the way that you like to. And when we enjoy something, we're going to continue it. When you enjoy to do things for yourself and become more independent, you will do it. Hey, Terry Jones, welcome. Yes, we have to do a lot of things for ourselves, and I understand. I empathize with everybody who is coming into this new thinking of self-love. And it is a new thinking because inherently most people are not there to support you. They're not there to help you to go after your dreams. They're not there. That's the reality. There's certain things that we must do for ourselves. There's nobody that's going to say, hey, I want you to love yourself. I want you to put yourself first. I want you to not take those phone calls. I want you to whatever, do something for self-care, go to your doctor's appointment, whatever it is that you want to do that maybe you don't like to do. There's a lot of things that we must do that we don't, getting our exercise, stop eating things that is not good for our health. And it's not that we don't enjoy those foods. They are enjoyable, they taste good, but things that are harmful to us, that shows that we don't love ourselves enough. See, I had to strengthen my mind power and my willpower for my desire to thrive. And if we want to thrive in our life, it's certain things that we have to stop accepting as a norm. We have to unlearn bad behaviors. Unfortunately, some of us were introduced to a lot of negativity and doubt and toxic behaviors, toxic environments, and we don't know how to start all the way from the beginning, but you can. And it all starts with the thoughts, our thoughts, and saying, today is a new day for me. And it's a conversation that I had to have with myself years ago. Today is a new day. Today I'm going to challenge myself to be great. And what is greatness for me? I want you to take out a pen and paper and I want you to write down, what is greatness for me? What is love for me? What do I determine love to be? What are my list? What's your laundry list of things that you need to feel loved and to be loved? Okay. And once you define all of those things, then go after it. And anything outside of that, don't take it in. Don't do it for them until you've done this for yourself. That's why every day when I wake up, the first thoughts out of my mouth is thoughts of gratitude. Thank you for another day. Okay. Thank you for another day. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm grateful that I get to spread my light into this world. I get to encourage another person. I get to motivate another person. I get to love another person. And I get to love myself. Start with love for yourself. See, we have to start our day by pouring into ourselves. And that's why this morning I woke up, hit the gym hard. You can still see my hair is still wet. You must pour into yourself before you pour into others. Okay? You must pour into others. Pour into yourself before you pour into others. And that's the problem we're so used to doing for others, and people guilting us into doing things for them because you've been enabling their poor behavior, their bad behavior. You let them manipulate you. But today is a new day. You can always put on your big girl panties. You can all put on your big boy drawers today and say, that's a thing of the past. See, if you don't stand up for yourself, who is going to? Who is going to love you if you don't love yourself? Nobody can't speak up for yourself. Nobody knows your challenges. Nobody knows the things that you're going through but you. But you have to put yourself on your daily schedule, on the map. And if you don't, who's going to? Respect has to start with yourself first. I personally think it's more fun to love myself than hating myself. Shoot, I'm having a blast celebrating me. That's awesome. I need to uh, I need I need to say I can do things with just me. Yeah. And if that's the first thing that you start with today, Roxanne, then do that. Start with today. I can do great things. I, personal, me, numero uno, we give and pour into so many people. You pour into your children, pour into this person, that person, pour into your job. You're all over. You stretch yourself too thin. But when it comes to ourselves, how are you loving yourself? How are you meeting your obstacles and your challenges? Are you remembering to pour into yourself while you're pouring into others? Very important. Hey, King Me, how are you? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Are you remembering to pour into yourself? You should. And if you're not, see, we train people. Every day you train people how to treat you. Every single day. And sometimes we do a good job, sometimes we don't. But every day is a new opportunity. Every day is a new opportunity to whatever you didn't do good yesterday, forgive yourself and let that go and start with today. Today, you can wake up, you can think positive, you can be positive, you can speak positively over your life. I receive good things for me. Good is happening to me and for me because I am deserving. The abundance is inside of me and I must take it in. I must. So say that to yourself. I must take in great things because I am a great thing. It's about our self talk, it's about our awareness and how we're choosing to cast our light, how we vibrate. See, vibration is very important. Your vibration is very important. How you're choosing to use your light. Are you dimming your light to please other people and make others happy? And in the meantime, you're miserable. See, I did that for a long time, dimming my light, making other people happy, and I was miserable. No, no. See, if you don't put yourself first, you're going to go through your whole life waiting for other people to put you first. That's nobody's job. It's not the job of a parent. It's not the job of your kids. It's not the job of a job. It's not the job of who you're in a relationship with. That's nobody's job to love you but you. See, it's a lot of people in all type of relationships seeking other people to justify and see them and care for them and love them when you must show up every day, like my shirt says. Every day you show up worthy, capable, fearless, courageous. And when you do that, be courageous for yourself. It means no to that. When I don't like it, I don't want it. It's not going to help me to grow. It's not going to bless me. Speak it out and don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to speak love and light over your life. And anything that seems off, anything that's dark, evil, outside of what you're trying to do, don't do it. That's a gift. The gift of self-love is a gift that never ends. It's endless. So don't stop loving yourself and caring for yourself. Make decisions that's going to help you to be more prosperous. Give yourself the gift of love today. Give yourself that gift. And I see so many, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't happen to men, but I see it a lot of times when it comes to ladies, females, you know, they're looking for everybody else to fill them up, fill up their cup. They're looking for their kids, family members, a job, like how much money they have, you know. It's not about what you have, it's about who you are. That's a whole word. It's not about what you have, it's about who you are. Who are you on the inside? How do you see yourself? How do you view yourself? All of that is inner work. And the more that you strengthen your inside, become more courageous, go after your dreams, get up again. And anytime when you doubt, anytime you're fearful, every time you misunderstand, what am I doing to strengthen it? See, because I don't think positively all the time, even though that's what I do on a day to day basis. This is what I do. But I get discouraged. I feel sad. I lack courage and motivation sometimes. But that's why it's important to have a circle of people, a mentor, a life coach, strong friends, spiritual support, or if you're not a spiritual person, your meditation time. But you have to have something that when life and stress is taking an impact on you, that you have something that will pour back into you. You can't depend on other people in your life to give you that, that plug back into your energy source of your light. If you're waiting for other people to pour into you, that's why you're having a challenge to love yourself. You can't wait for other people to energize you. You can't wait for that. You must energize yourself. You must speak over your life. I can. I will. I'm strong. I'm deserving. I'm capable. And then when you feel down, discouraged, distraught, you have other people. Like I recommend you go into some support groups. I'm a part of several support groups for various things. You should be in a support group for parents. You should be in a support group for, for trauma, like whatever trauma that you have been through in your life. I'm in a trauma group for miscarriage. I'm in a trauma group for, you know, um, being without parents. I'm in a group for losing your siblings. So whatever has happened to you, find other people that will help you when you get to those dark and those low points. For some, it's prayer. You're welcome to that. It could be prayer for you. It could be meditation. But for me, it's about support. Okay? It's about support. And I think that that's so important, um, for us to get the support we need. And you have to be humble enough to say, I need some support. Okay? It's very important as a man and as a woman to say, I'm not doing so good right now. And humble yourself and say, okay, I'm going to reach out. And you have your people that you reach out to. I have definitely have my life coach. I have my mentor. I have really good friends that feed and pour into me. And I have a friend that we have this conversation all the time. I have it with her. She has it with me, and we have it with several other people in our group. And we say to each other, My thing is, my mantra for my entire life is I have the divine right for success and to success. So anything that is outside of success in my life, I must remove it. I must maintain and gain my peace, my joy, my light, my love for myself. Is something that I must do. For me, love for myself is not optional. And most don't know how to strengthen that. It's not optional. People will say, I'm tired. I'll take care of myself on the weekend. I'll do self-care on Saturday. No, self-care is every day. Your self-care is your overall wellness. So it means feeding and nourishing yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Every part of you must be thought of and taken care of. That's why it's important to withdraw from people who are toxic. That's why it's important for you to speak up for the things that you want to, but also learning that I need to get up. I need to try harder. I need to believe in myself more. I need to encourage myself. I need to not lay down just because I met an obstacle. If you meet a challenge, a fork in the road, find a way to get around it. It's all about how we choose to navigate our life. And that's why some become extremely successful in their life, because they don't take no for an answer. They don't listen to the negativity from others. They're constantly pursuing their dream, even in their sleep. Even when I close my eyes, I can see myself doing and being what I'm meant to be. You need a life coach? You should, Roxanne. If you want to, you can reach out to me. It's so important for us to dream and to be realistic in those dreams, that you could want bigger and better and big, huge things in your life, but you must start small, and you must have courage and strength from within to be able to get to where you need to go. That's the reason why I went and I got some therapy. That's why I went and got some help, and I got a life coach, and I got some great friends, and I'm in support groups. So if you don't work on yourself before you meet your success, that's the reason why people can't keep their success. That part. It's not about getting to the success, it's keeping it, it's living it, it's making your dreams your reality. See, you can think a lot of great things, right? You can think great things and want great things, but it's what you're allowing yourself to get and then to keep. Hey, Jilly D, how are you? Welcome. It's what you are allowing yourself to keep. And keep your promise to yourself. If you have not already, I recommend that you write down what I'm about to tell you. Write down on a piece of paper, I deserve success. I deserve happiness. I deserve to be everything I was made to be. Whatever it is that you want. I was made to do this, or this. And anytime you feel low, get low. Remind yourself of that. It's so important to not only to think about things, but it's very important to speak it out loud over your life. I found that to be profound to my change and to the speed of attaining what I wanted. You attain and you achieve certain successes in your life when you have the courage to speak things out loud. It's very important, if you're not, to say what you want out loud. Speak it out loud and don't be afraid, because that's showing your energy, that's casting everything out there in the atmosphere, that my vibration is high. I believe this. I'm strong enough. I'm capable. Saying it out loud. I am this, I am that. And don't say it in doubt. Don't don't say it in asking. Say it as it has already happened. It's about how you're casting your words, what you're putting out in the atmosphere, what you're allowing yourself not only to think, but to speak. See, words have such strong power. Words have so much power. It's it shows how we can be living in a black and white world, or we can be living in color. How vivid is your dream? Are you making your dreams a reality? Are you doing what you need to do, or are you making excuses? See, you could procrastinate. You can. You can procrastinate. You can be lazy. You can blame other people. We all have that right. We all have the right to blame other people. We all have the right to make excuses. But what are you choosing to do about your life? If you see, you can say you want something, but how are you showing up? What is the reality of your life right now? Are you saying it, or are you doing it? Are you being it? Are you saying everything that you actually mean, or are you backtracking? See, if you don't work on your inside, that's why I speak about your inner work all the time. If you don't work on who you are on the inside, if you don't work on your insides, strengthening yourself, becoming more courageous, telling fear to have a seat, if you don't fix that on the inside, if every time something is uncomfortable, if every time something challenges you, if every time you feel disrespected, or at any time it's a challenge or a trial and you don't know how it's going to happen, and then you just say, oh well, I give up, I can't, I won't, I shouldn't. Or if something is uncomfortable and oh, I don't know, I don't have the knowledge, and then that's it. If you really want something, if you really want to go after something, an excuse is not going to be enough for you. An excuse is not enough. If you want to do something, if you want to accomplish something, if you want to love yourself, you will. If you want to speak positively, if you want to think positively, you can. Every time that negative, dismiss it. And it's important to dismiss, and also right behind that dismissal of that negative thoughts, we right behind put something positive there. We must replace the negatives with the positives. That's the only way that we keep our love for ourselves strong. Because our own mind can get us into a circle. We can be in a circle of thinking we will never accomplish anything and we will never do anything. But if our own mind, if our self esteem is always the excuse, don't let it be an excuse anymore. Find the reason why. Why do I feel this way about myself? Is it how I was raised? Is it the way that other people talk to us? Are you believing the lies of other people? And also, what are you letting your mind think about? See, when it comes to self love, it's very important to think about you love yourself as much as you allow your mind to be entertained by. It's what you're looking at on the TV, on the social media, who your friends are. It's what you're reading. See, stimulate your mind in a positive way, and your thoughts will follow, and your life will follow, and your vibration will follow, and your energy will follow, and your peace will follow. See, everything shifts according to what you are allowing, to what you think, to what you believe, to what your actions are. Everything is how you're standing up and showing up for yourself. What are you allowing other people to say about you? And what are you believing? What are you believing? Believe in yourself. Nobody can do that for you but you. Believe that you can. Believe that you are, and then get up every day and eat every time when you doubt it. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm challenged. I have difficulty. And then tell yourself, and I can. And I believe in myself. And I love myself. And I'm strong. And I'm going to push past my fears with faith because I have faith and belief in myself. And I choose to love myself when it's hard. I choose to love myself when it's difficult. I choose to love myself when I don't know what my next step will be. I choose to love myself when other people stab me in the back. I choose to love myself when other people don't. See, don't think that love is only inside of you when other people are loving you back. See, this is the time that you need to be strengthening your love and your friendship for yourself. That's why I say it's an introduction for some and a reintroduction to others because of life, stress, problems, mental issues, emotional issues. You may be going through a lot. You may be going through a lot of challenges. Maybe it's a health problem. Maybe someone just recently stabbed you in the back. There's a lot of things that can cause us to have our self love diminish. A person who is your friend is not treating you the way a friend should. It's a lot of things that can cause your self love to take a hit. But don't stay there. Don't stay there and be discouraged. Hey, Tamika, how are you? Don't let your self love be diminished by other people. Don't let other people bring you down. Don't let other people take you down. Don't let other people make you miserable. See, people can't make you miserable without your permission. It's what you're allowing. Somebody could say all kinds of crazy things, come at you with all kinds of foolishness. And when you recognize and realize it's foolishness, it's a lie, that they're miserable, they're negative, you can choose. It's a choice. I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not going to answer the call. I don't want to hear it. It's all about how you're choosing. Are you choosing to elevate, or are you going to lower your vibration for other people? See, your self love can be downtrodden because you're allowing other people to make you feel that way because that's how they feel. See, it's a projection. People, when they show up in this world, are a reflection of how they feel about themselves. And when they feel bad about themselves, when you feel bad about yourself, you try to make other people feel bad about themselves as well. So that's why I say be careful of who you're listening to, be careful of who you're talking to, be careful of who you're feeding and telling your dreams to. Not everybody deserves to know your moves. They don't deserve you, and they don't deserve your time. Here's another one. Stop giving your time to people who don't appreciate you. They don't appreciate your time. See, time is one of the richest commodities that we have. Once you give someone your time, you can't get it back. So if people are not giving you the same type of energy and quality time and respecting you and supporting you and giving you the things that you need and deserve, why are you allowing it? Why are you listening to it? Why are you letting your mind believe their lies when you know it's a lie? You know they're negative. You know they're draining. You know they're toxic. So why allow it? I wish young kids could hear this. Yes. Yes. You are the people you keep. You are what you choose to surround yourself. You do become your environment. And environment is not always people who are around you in real life. It's what you're listening to. It's what you're reading. It's the majority of it is what you're believing. It's a lot of things that is said that It's not good for you. It's propaganda. So we have to strengthen our mind power about what we're choosing to value. There's a lot of things that we value. It's a lot of energy that we give to other people, and they're not matching your energy. They're not matching your light, you know? And especially those who are out there going for theirs and doing great things. I'm so proud of you. Keep going, keep doing it. Leave those people behind. Don't let anybody dim your light. Don't let anybody stop you from going after what you want. Don't let a challenge in your life hold you down and stop you. And just because something is new for you, it doesn't mean you can't do it well. I know that was for somebody. Just because something is new, you don't understand, it's uncomfortable, that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Find out the way. Find out the way. Do your research. Talk to somebody who's successful at it and go after it. Don't make the excuse that I don't have the experience. Inexperience is not an excuse for lack of success. You can be inexperienced and win. You can be inexperienced and successful. All you have to do is find the right people, not the wrong people. The wrong people will always dismiss you, call you out, try to drag you down, bring you down to their low vibration, their low energy, their manipulation. Be careful of who you tell your hopes and dreams to. Be careful of the ones that you listen to, especially the ones who aren't doing anything with their life. They're the main ones. The main ones who aren't about nothing will tell you you're nothing. Projection. They don't feel like they're anything. They don't want to do anything, or they can't do anything, but they want to talk out the side of their mouth and say crazy stuff. Don't listen to those people. You be strong. Mind power strengthening exercise. You be strong. You be courageous. You go after your dreams. You maintain your peace. And if other people are trying to disrupt your peace, get rid of them. And sometimes it definitely means you're going to have to move away from that negative energy. You may have to physically move away and get a whole new circumstance, a whole new life. These people are holding you back. Don't allow it. You deserve to love yourself. One day without loving yourself is too much. It's too long. You shouldn't have one day where you don't feel loved. Hey, Liz, how are you? Good to see you. Yes, everybody ain't the right somebody. And I will say that I definitely was a person who was very gullible with that. Just because a person had the right words, they're saying, oh, they're talking good. They talk a good game. But that's all it is. They're not about nothing. They're toxic, manipulative, and users. And they don't deserve you. Period. They don't deserve you. Not everybody who is in your life is meant to be there. They don't deserve to be there. See, I want to tell y'all something. It's not about the quantity of people in your life. It's the quality. If I had a thing to put over, I would put gem alert, fire alert, okay? It's not the quantity of people in your life, it's the quality. Man, I wish I had known that years ago. It's the quality of the people that you choose to be around. Not everybody is a quality individual. Not everybody is who they say they are. It's a lot of people out here. They're messed up, man. They're messed up mentally. They're messed up financially. They're messed up in their heart. And some people have evil motives, wicked motives, and they're trying to keep you still. Don't let them. Yes, people are there for a reason or a season. And that's why it's important to evaluate. Like, why are you here? What are you trying to do? And when you really find out why they're there, then you know how to act accordingly. Exactly, Janice. The motives. It's about the motives. It's not the words. And I definitely was a person, I was caught up in that for such a long time. I was caught up in the words. Like, especially a person who's very intelligent, they could draw me in with their intelligence. But I had to realize that you could promise me things all day, but I'm looking and I'm like, but your actions, I'm looking at you sideways. Like, what? But you said this, but you're doing that. Pay attention, everybody. Pay attention. Smaller. Yep. Yeah. I tell people all the time, especially the people that I motivate and I mentor, it's about the people who are in your life. And anytime you feel like you're stuck in your life, I'm telling you, it's the people. When you surround yourself with the right people, your life is going to radiate and vibrate higher. It's people in your life, and they say that they're for you, and behind the scenes, they can't stand you. In fact, they hate you. They're jealous of you. They want your downfall. Careful. I'm warning everybody. And it may be the reason why you don't feel good about yourself and loving yourself, because there's people out here who are distracting you from your purpose. I must say that. Part of self love is realizing that. It's people out here that want to distract you from your purpose. They don't want you to get into your passion because they don't want you to leave them behind. They don't have anything. Hey, Juba, how are you? They don't have anything. They're not about anything. They don't have anything going for themselves. And because you're a person who's going after what you want, it's always going to be, that's immediately the time where people are going to come in and try to disrupt you, get you stuck, get you still, make you think less about yourself so that you can stop doing what you're supposed to do. But don't let anybody treat you like you're inferior, because you're not. Oh, my Instagram is let me put my Instagram in here. Well, my Instagram is on the home page for all business and all sponsorships. Let me see. Let me put it in here. Hold, guys. That's good, Juba. I'm so glad to hear that. Yes, self love is also being comfortable with setting boundaries and keeping them. Yes, I speak about that earlier too, Julie D. Yes, you have to have boundaries and you must keep it, because if you don't tell people you can do this, this, and this, and if you do that, this is what's going to be the consequence of that, and mean it. Don't just say, I'm going to do this or I'm about this, and then you don't follow through. Say what you mean and mean what you say. That's the only way to be happy and joyful in your life. Say what you're about, follow through and do it. And don't let other people who are still stop you from your progress in your life and your joy and your peace. It's a lot of things that is involved in self-love, not just what you think about yourself, but it's the treatment that you will take. And it's also, if you don't feel good about yourself, you won't do things that you need to do, getting your exercise, eating the right food, going after your dreams, having some fun, laughing. If you don't have love for yourself, you could think, when's the last time I laughed? When's the last time I did something fun? When's the last time I got out there and did some great things for me? See, self love is so important. Okay. Self love is so important. Don't let other people make you feel any less than, because you definitely don't deserve that. You deserve to have everything that you want. And that's why I say introduce yourself to self love. Anytime if something is coming at you, something disrespectful, or something that you don't feel strong or courageous, you're fearful, or you're worried about something, reintroduce yourself to the love that you have for you. The love you have for you will help you to accomplish and overcome any fear, any doubt, any worry, and any challenge. See, vibrate higher. Don't vibrate low. Don't make excuses. Don't say, I don't know how. That's not good enough. It's not good enough to say, I can't, or this person thinks this about me. Cast all of that to the side. But what do you think about yourself? At the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. What you think about you. So, all of you who have felt discouraged, or maybe you're feeling discouraged today, maybe your self esteem is this small, or maybe your self esteem is okay. We can always encourage ourselves. We can always treat ourselves better. We can always put out there in the atmosphere how you want to be treated. See, if you don't respect yourself, nobody else will. If you don't love yourself, nobody else will. If you don't have enough courage to stand up and stand strong and stand firm in your beliefs, stand strong and stand firm in your values, and it doesn't matter outside of what other people think and believe, that's inner work. But what do I think and believe for myself? What is my talent and what is my gift? And what am I willing to do for my life and my future because of the decisions that I make today? See, the decisions that you make today will impact your future. So when you stay dormant, you stay low, when your vibration is low, when you let other people get in and get into your head and make you feel down and discouraged, you're allowing that. Stop allowing other people on the outside that have nothing to do with you bring you down. All of their thoughts, all their opinions are theirs, and it's none of your business. How they feel about you is none of your business. Whether they like you is none of your business. What they're doing with their life is none of your business. As long as it does not affect you, as long as it does not affect me. See, when you love yourself, when you really love yourself, regardless of what other people are doing, regardless of what other people are saying, it does not stop you from going after what you want. See, love yourself. See, self love is the most difficult when you're going through a difficulty, when you're facing a challenge. This is when you have to turn up that fire from within, especially when someone has abandoned you, hurt you, called you out by your name, that there's lack of support, there's lack of understanding, or you're having some type of challenge. Don't let other people come into your mind without your permission. You give people permission and control over your mind far too easy. You're listening to what they're saying, and it's ridiculous. It's foolishness. It's a lie. And if you're getting upset about it, you need to think about your inside. Elevate your inside. Elevate your strength. Elevate your power, your mind power, your love for yourself, your courage, your strength, and your light. And be about radiating out into the atmosphere what you deserve, what you believe. Nobody can do that for you but you. See, loving yourself, that's an inside job. That's something that you do every single day. And sometimes it's moment to moment. The decision that I'm making this decision and it's hard for me. It's hard to not answer phone calls from people that you care about. But you got to think, but I need to do this first for myself. I love them, but I love me more. I find myself saying that more and more these days. I love other people, but I love me more. Love yourself more because you deserve more. You deserve better. Don't challenge yourself. Don't let other people challenge you and dump off all of their all their junk, all their mess. You know, all the why can't I say that word? Inadequacies that they're feeling. They feel inadequate. So that's why they try to make you feel like you are. Don't listen to them. And that's why I got my dog. And that's the reason why they will make you feel a certain type of way, but don't allow it. Don't allow how they feel about themselves to be what you feel about you. See, love yourself when it's hard. Love yourself when it's challenging. Love yourself when you don't know what your next step is going to be. Make choices. See, make a choice today. I make a choice to thrive. I make a choice to vibrate higher. I make a choice to be strong. I make a choice to have courage to try something new and to follow through with what was made on the inside, what is downloaded on the inside of me. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do anything. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot go somewhere and do something. You have to make that decision for yourself. That's self-love. Don't let anybody cause your self-esteem to be diminished. They don't have that right. But love yourself for how you are and for who you are. Be strong mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Be strong. You can do it. Go after your hopes and your dreams. Love yourself today and start with small little things. Make small decisions and make a big impact. I'm Marlene, and I'm the content creator for Marlene Motivates. And on this channel, I speak about encouragement, motivation, positivity, life lessons, self-improvement, and mindset shifting. I would love for you to join my channel membership, where you can get member-only perks, $1.99, $4.99, and $14.99. Different levels, different things that you get. I would love for you to join it today. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and tomorrow. I'll let you rent space in my heart, but not my head. Okay. Yeah, if you don't speak up for yourself, stick up for yourself, who will? Thank you so much, Roxanne. And thank you to everybody who is in the chat. Shout out to the members. I appreciate your support each and every day. And shout out to my subscribers, old and new. And like I always say, every single video, story time, and live stream, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?